Baby was born at a causal stir. No blue buzzard, no three-eyed frog, just feline, canine, little cat dog. Cat dog, meow, cat dog, meow. Lonely world with a little cat dog. Out on the road or back in town, all kind of critters could have that dog down. Messed up the last part. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Let me make sure Star Helix gets in there a little bit. This has been literally since we had two drops today. Okay, so recap. I got one this morning, the Spider-Man. I got it was a blind box, so whatever you got an uncommon. All right, cool. Just happy to be there, happy to be present. More than double my almost triple my my initial investment in that. And then it was like, okay, next one we had James Bond, ultra rare or rare. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the ultra rare because I knew the rare wouldn't go, or the uncommon, whatever it was. I knew it wouldn't go for like several $100s. I was like, all right, you know what? Even if I don't get if I get the rare, okay, maybe I save myself an extra $30, give or take. So I go and I say, let me try the ultra rare. I think it's worth it if I go and get it because, even if I try for the rare, okay, I save myself $30, and then what do I have to do? I have to buy the ultra rare anyway. I might as well try for the ultra rare and potentially save myself $100+, which I did. I got the ultra rare. It was great. It was super fantastic. I loved it. And then after that, right after that, after I went to the gym this morning. In between those, while I was on screen, I was texting this guy on Instagram, and he's like, "Yeah, Pokemon Neo Genesis box, $24,000. It is." He hasn't paid yet because, even though I'm a big name in the Pokemon community, and I sent a bunch of pictures, my eBay with 100% positive feedback. He was like, "Can you weigh it?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I can't weigh this." Like, weighing packs, for those of you that don't know in Pokemon, you can kind of tell with a pretty good accuracy rate if you weigh a pack of Pokemon cards, oh, this has a holo in it or it doesn't, because the holos weigh a little bit more than the non-holos. I was like, oh, okay. But he didn't ask me to weigh the pack. It's not a pack. It's a box. It's sealed. There's no way you're going to be able to tell the difference. So, again, it was real. I actually bought it on live stream with Joe R. Vintage Pokemon. I forget which one that was. Number 15, maybe. So it was about Pokemon. So I bought it on live stream. He's had it since 2014. But he still wanted to weigh it. It's like, oh, my God. I don't know where to weigh it. I don't know if I know any drug dealers. Like, oh, hey, can I use your gram scale to weigh this box? It wouldn't matter. So I literally drove 3.5 hours in between there, and so to get back, and I spent a little bit of time there with a buddy of mine. He gave it to me, and then during all this time, I'm getting so many messages and notifications. One of which is Dragon Girl. Dragon Girl has this. For those of you that do not know, we have had multiple different types of these types of things. We had Series 1 Ghostbusters, where it's got the Ghostbuster logo, and then it's got a Platinum Ghostbuster logo, and then Toy Tokyo is like, we're gonna do you one better. We're going to give you a Gold Ghostbuster logo. I was like, oh shoot. And then they did it with the Labbits, where everyone's like, oh hey, we have the Hunter and the Assassin and whatever from not Labbits. From Jermaine Rogers, the choices. And then what did they do? Randomly on a Sunday at Comic-Con, what they did was they dropped Golden Lucky, and I was like, whoa! Finally got the Golden Lucky recently. And then what they're doing now is in season 1 we had Dragon Girl, and now we're getting a Golden Dragon Girl. It was like, what the fudge? So I hope I can get that. Probably as lucky, there's going to be 999 mints, give or take, maybe 888. I hope it's a decent amount, because if it's like 200-300, it's like, it's so hard. It's so hard to get stuff. It's hard to get stuff now in the thousands. So tomorrow we just have the Daredevil comic book drop, which is fine. That is fine. I'm 100% okay with that. The Daredevil comic book drop. Oh, all right. And finally, only be one thing. After that comic drop tomorrow, I have for Earth 2, I'm going to be on King Tech Op's new show. I'm going to be the first co-host for his show, and I'm going to try to be a permanent host on there at some point, in a week or so. And then, so on the 9th, we have Captain Carter Marvel Mighties. We have the Dragon Girl one. And the other things that I did want to go over today after the Dragon Girl was the Nickelodeon thing. It was brought up on my stream last time, and I feel like nobody's talking about Nickelodeon. I feel like the Nickelodeon thing, maybe some people have mentioned it in the past, but I watch a lot of like Cabell Anderson and Daniel Lee and Taps Trades, Poor Man Print, like everyone. And I feel like nobody's mentioned Nickelodeon before. It would kind of make sense. Marvel and DC usually share the same medium, so it's fine that we, one for the other. Cartoon Network and no Nickelodeon, I feel like you get one, you're probably going to want to get the other. Or you probably should get the other, or they definitely have conversations now. But it makes sense because Nickelodeon, who is that owned by? It's owned by Viacom and Paramount. And who owns the Paramount Viacom thing? Well, it's CBS. Well, who has a partnership with CBS? It us. It's us. We do. Ecomi has a partnership with CBS. And if they own, they own Viacom, and Viacom has a deal with Paramount, and Paramount owns Nickelodeon, by rule of law, or what's that? Robert's 12 rules of whatever. We have it. So it's like, okay, that should be an easy one for us to get. And with that, I had my most recent Patreon supporter said, hey, it would be cool, and he just sent me a photo of a bunch of this stuff. And what is it? We got our real monsters over here. I'm gonna make this a little, and again, you notice what I started the Patreon member shout out with. It was Cat Dog down here. We have Heifer from Rocko's Modern Life. We have Hey Arnold, Angry Beavers. We have the Arnold. We have Ren and Stimpy. We have Angelica from Rugrats, Spike from Rugrats, Riptar, gonna find the Riptar. We have the rest of Rugrats down here. Some Our Real Monsters with Chucky. Is that? Oh my God, that's Spunky down there from Doug. Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool, interesting things here, and that's just some of the cartoons. That's not, and you know how we were supposed to get a reboot of the Lizzie McGuire series. Now I know that's Disney, which we probably have anyway. Honestly, the biggest thing I'm most excited for with Disney is just Gravity Falls. Like, sure, there's Disney princesses, and sure, there's stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. For Disney, we have, what do you call it? Lizzie McGuire. We were supposed to get a reboot. And Disney's like, nah, we don't want it to be too adult. We want it to be kid-like. Like, that's dumb. Look at the success that iCarly is having. iCarly, that reboot, is having success. Why? Because they're a little bit older. They're adultier. It's still a little bit cheesy, but for the most part, it's actually a pretty good show. And people are like, oh, this is pretty good. And what's another thing that they could do? What's another thing that we know that the cast is ready to come back for? Victorious. Everyone, maybe except for Ariana Grande, because she's way too busy. But again, I think for this type of thing, she might want to do it. Everyone would be on board. Nobody, to my knowledge, has gotten into any legal trouble or anything. So it should be okay to do. And the reason why I'm saying this is that's because, yeah, we have a bunch of nostalgia from the 90s. But there were some of us that grew up and, we were around the same age as, let's say, like a Zoe 101 or iCarly or Victorious. And it's, and some of them, they kind of grew up with us. And they're doing amazing in life. Ariana Grande is just one of the top most people, like 100 people in the world that people just love. They just know she's famous, like really, really famous, not just like Nickelodeon famous, like really famous. So anyway, the NFTs for these could go crazy amounts of like broad spectrum from cartoons, which everybody loves. Again, why was Fuller House like one of the number one show on Netflix for a while? Not because it was a good show. It was not a good show. But because it was nostalgic, because people loved it. And what do you think is going to happen if suddenly they're not doing a bunch of these reboots? Well, if they're not, then they're probably going to get some NFTs. That might be the next best thing. Maybe there's some fan art, but again, who needs the fan art where you have digitally licensed NFTs of, God, Ren and Stimpy. Oh, they had such amazing characters on that show. Buttered Toast Man. There was like a microwave. They even became really, really adult when they were on Spike TV. You're the pitcher, I'm the catcher. You're the pitcher, I'm the catcher. That was so disgusting. The euglia, the thing that hangs in the back of your throat, was... Bless me. It was stuck in Stimpy's butt. It was so disgusting. It was so great. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on there. We can get, the parents as secret rares from Rugrats. Invader Zim. Can you imagine how cute there would be Gurr in his like, I'm gonna sing the Doom song now, and then Gurr in his costume where he's just trying to suck down like a Slurpee from 7-Eleven. I would lose my pants because I sold them to get more NFTs. I and that's something I wouldn't sell. That's something I would get not because I want to like sell it, not because of any financial link, but just because that's cool. Gurr, I can tell you that I have spent more time than I'm willing to admit watching Gurr. I could probably even show it for you. It is, I won't be able to play the sound. Gurr Canon in D. Okay, so Gurr Guitar Rock. Come on, I know it's around here. I know it is. Invader Zim Gurr Canon. Maybe that works. There was a video. It was like a 5-minute video of Gurr in his little like onesie, his little dog onesie, dancing to like Canon in D, like but like the rock version, like it was epic. Anyway, I digress. I love that so much. I will get to comments in a minute. I'm so sorry. So outside of that, you had we had some bots. So let me read you the thing with the bots here, real quick. Okay, let me go. A million people tagged me in it, so let me go and find it. Ow. Ow, Halloween. Oh god, I don't know what is on my... Who's Nifty Hustle? Oh, nice. Pretty sure account. So okay, so they said there's some account called Sleepy, and Sleepy said, I'm happy to announce you guys, Sakura. It is a full request-based VV bot, been steadily killing all the releases, and I'm now looking for beta testers. Please apply in the comments. Show your VV success, if possible. We'll choose a very limited amount of people. And Sakura.io is a bot, successful purchase. This is from a Discord. I don't know which Discord it's from. But the dude is not hiding. Like, you know how after, like, you ride, like, let's say, like, in the movies, you rob a bank, you're supposed to be like, oh, hey, let's lay low for a little while. This dude is not laying low. Got a secret rare Captain America. I guess got 2 secret rare Captain Americas. And people... The idiots they are, like the lot of them, a lot of people are saying, it seems like appreciate your DMs. A lot of people are saying, just got started with VV last week, hit one so far, trying to run more and more each drop. Would love it if I could get in and start hitting hard with, like people are just literally going in saying, yeah, sign me up for bots. Be advised, guys, if you're new, if you go and use a bot, it's most likely what'll happen is that what could happen, like worst case scenario, like you're caught cheating, that's against the rules. We're taking all your NFTs. They can do that. Now, most likely what they'll do is they'll be like, okay, you were caught cheating. All of these bots are the stuff that you're caught cheating with, you're giving that back. And what they probably going to do is say, hey, all your NFTs that you bought, we're going to give you back the money that you paid for them, and we're taking those, and they'll be whatever. They've made it crystal clear before that if you use a bot, your account's gonna get frozen, it's gonna be investigated if they see any foul play. Maybe they'll be nice, maybe I'm wrong, they're nicer than I would be. If they are, maybe they could be nice and be like, hey, listen, you know what, I understand, maybe you can't get some drops. We're going to, take back the ones you got with the bot, you'll get the gems back for it, and then that's it. But again, they're nicer than me. I'd be like, they're just crystal clear in the rules, you're cheating, I despise cheaters, I don't like that. Eddie Guerrero was different, because he's WWE, that was his character. God, I loved him so much. One Eddie Guerrero NFT. So yeah, like I said, they're probably going to be a little bit nicer than me because they have a bit of an image to maintain of like happiest NFT market on earth. But there's so many people that were going, oh yeah, let me try to get this bot, or I use this bot. Someone that, I'm not even going to say the name, so, started small, would love to have the opportunity to increase my cooks. And you see like, oh, here's the buy, here's the sell. And they're putting this out there. I was like, you guys are morons. You guys are absolute morons. If you're using the bot, you haven't been caught, okay, stop using it now. Maybe you'll get away with it. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. And a bunch of people just putting all the success that they have using bots. It's like, this is absolutely insane. But then you have other people that are just like Omar Guzman is like, hey, my sets are solid, no bots needed. And he just, goes in and just flexes. I don't have 39 sets. That dude's crazy. I only have 36, 37, give or take. So Ecomi is definitely aware of this problem. They were tagged in this like 3 times more than I was. But that, again, just letting you guys know that I'm trusting the team to do what they think is right. I don't think that... Now, it is good that other people are letting them know, because that's this way it's like, hey, they don't have to do the legwork for us. They could just... Or they don't have to do we could do the legwork for them, announce it to them, and like, oh, okay, well, any accounts associated with this bot probably going to be frozen. So, oh, hey, I gave myself a like. Gave myself 20 likes. Thanks, guys. I'm sorry I rambled on for about 15 minutes. I will get to comments right now, and I'll take about 2 hours to catch up, because that's what I do. Hey-oh. All right, Frank Sabak says, when Invader Zim, I met Jordan Vasquez at San Diego Comic-Con in the mid-90s, and I got him to sign a ton of his comic books. This was pre-Invader Zim. Oh, my God. Look at her butt. Dude, good for you. Gur is probably... I can't believe I can't find the thing. It was... Maybe it's just Gur dancing? Alright, so this is, like... It's this scene. It's that scene where he's all, like... You know, just doing that. Just doing his thing. Excuse me. But it was to, like, Canon and D. Maybe the video got taken down for whatever reason. Alright, moving on here. Moving on. Wes says 3 streams today. Oh my God, this is 3 streams today, isn't it? Yeah, I just... Dude, after tomorrow morning stream, I have that stream later on that night. I was just gonna drink a tall glass of, like, Johnny Walker, just a tall glass of whiskey. But I have that stream tomorrow night, so... Kurt says, what's up, Randy? Stream 3, let's freaking go! Yo says, time to get our Dragon Girl. Dude, I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm going to try to get one. Oh, it's going to be great. The OP says, hey, Randy, what do you think about the latest Veve bot trauma? Oh, yeah, I just talked about that. Justin says, it just doesn't let up. All right, what's up, Milham? How's it going? Good guy says, I brought in 5 new users this month, and I can assure you the perception of fairness matters greatly to them. They're playing catch-up, which is hard enough. That is true. It is true, playing catch-up. But I'm glad they're in now. They're in now before mass adoption comes in, so they're in a good position. And the prices are down now, too. Tom Blatt always says, what's up, Randy? Today I got restricted after buying Spider-Man on the market. Did you get restricted? I don't think I did. I haven't tried to buy anything on the market, but we'll see. Slavo, what's going on? Says, hey, Randy, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Come on, every pony, smile, smile, smile. Mr. Locknut says, hey, real Randy, I finally showed my mom my NFTs. She said, yeah, you're special, all right. Mr. Lot, dude, I feel you. Hugs, 100%. Why do I feel you? Because that is literally my life. Even now. People just like, yeah, okay, let me know how that works out. It's like, and I don't want to be like a D-bag. I don't want to be like, well, I have this, and I don't want to do that. Best success is the best revenge is to live the best life, your best life, and if people, again, you can lead a horse to water, can't make them drink. You can lead a human to knowledge, you can't make them think. There is nothing. I love being vindicated. I love being right. I actually kind of like it when people are like that. It's like, you will see. Give me a couple months, you shall see. I had a bunch of people on here. I don't remember his name. It's this big guy, not muscular at all. I don't know where he found me. It was on like on Reddit or something, and he was like, "How to Vaporize Capital" by real. He was just like a troll, but I think he liked me. I don't know. He was just. He claimed he was in like finance, but he was. Nothing he said made any sense. So I don't think he was, and I don't know. Maybe how in Mean Girls, what's her, not Gretchen Wiener, the lesbian kind of not takes advantage of it. She tries to get that mean girl. I forget the blonde's name. Her mom is Amy Poehler. I love that. It's kind of some of that. I mean, it's like, oh, hey, he jealous of me, so hate us because he ain't us. But basically, I still get that to this day. People just like, yeah, let me know how that works out. In that kind of condescending tone. And just gotta smile and be like, okay, I will. Because I was able to snipe a Spidey, 150 uncommon at floor price, 150 gems. What is the floor price of Spidey right now? Take a look, see. I'm gonna go to the Veve app. I haven't been on the Veve app like all day. Or at least not since this afternoon. All right, I'm gonna go to the drops. I'm going to go to the Spider-Man. The uncommon. Oh, 164. Very good. See, you tripled your money. And we got Wes with a $4.99 super chat saying, I bought the 3 sets of 007 posters because they are cheap sets. And when Master Collector Program is announced, people will buy up the cheap sets. I agree 100,000%. Whenever I said, like, up until recently, or I guess even still, the Mondo series, the hoverboards, the Ecto-1s, the DeLoreans, Krypton. Well, Krypton's has the Cosmic Cthulhu, it's like 3, but there's a couple of sets still that are under $1,000. That James Bond one, I think you can complete that for like $500 if I'm not mistaken. Let me go and check. All right, the ultra rare is $178. So the rare is what, like $100 So you're less than $300. You can complete a set. Done. Everyone should complete that set. Just because, again, it's a completed set and there's not a lot of. You don't have to sacrifice a ton to do it. So yeah, that's why I like that. Okay, where was I? I was down here. Rebel Duck says, Randy, yo, Rebel Duck, what's going on? How you doing, fam? I hope you are doing well. Does the thoughts on this internet shutdown, like for Facebook? All right, so I'll give my thoughts on that. And I did mention this morning somehow. I don't know how. But the thoughts on that is that Facebook, clearly, they can censor whatever they want. Like all right, here's an example. There was one. I did a Dear Men and a Dear Women status. The Dear Men status was like, and this was last year, 2020, and I was not with my current girlfriend. I was with this girl. We'll call her Jackie, and Jackie was a nurse at the VA. And it's like cliche, right? Oh, I was a veteran meeting a nurse at the VA. And yeah. So me at the VA, and she was just like, we're in a hotel once, and she's sitting like on the windowsill, like so, just being all cute and shit. Excuse my language. And then, yeah, I scoop her up, toss her on the bed, and I was like, all right, let's get to it. Let's get busy. I've recovered. Here's round 2, round 3, whatever. And then she's like, whoa. And I was like, you all right? She's like, and she was like shocked. It's like, oh my God, I like hurt her back or something. I was like, you okay? And she's like, yeah, no, it's just, no one's ever like picked me up like that before. I was like, really? And now again, she wasn't like 5 foot and like, 100 pounds. She was like 5'9" and, 160 maybe, give or take, full figured woman. But either way, she was not the first person to tell me, she was not the first girl to tell me that, oh, no one's ever picked me up like that. And it's like, I don't know what type of weak sauce men that some of these girls are dating, like these half men, like beta males. So I was like, listen, dear men, y'all need to start lifting. You do it for whatever reason you want. Do it because, for cosplay, do it to look good, to feel better about yourself, for health, longevity. But like, even if you don't do it for any of those reasons, if you love your girl, you need to start to lift. Why? Because then you could carry her like the princess that she is, or whatever, like sappy stuff that I was saying. And I wasn't like making, like, I get it. Some people that maybe they're injured and disabled, whatever. And again, she's not the first girl to tell me that. And a lot of the girls were lighter. And I was like, man, you need to start lifting. And it got banned on Facebook because it was like hate speech. I was like, are you kidding me? So there have been people that have, I don't know how it doesn't get taken down, but there are people that are going and say like, hey, listen, you type in like, I forget what you typed in, not that I ever wanted to, but it's just like, you type in a certain set of words into the search bar, and it's like kids, like, not like pre-teens in like bathing suits, and they're like, and it's like skin showing. I was like, yeah, like nothing's really showing, but it's really freaking creepy. And it's like, Facebook, can you like take this down? Like, it's literally like, that's what the page is for. It's like for like teens, it's like girls, boys, everything, like pre-teens. I was like, this is freaking disgusting. Like Facebook, I do a thing and click report, but there's only so many times you do that before you're sick of looking at the pictures. And before it's like, all right, I just don't want like. So I think it was my friend Emily was like, yeah, Facebook, what's going on with this? I was like, this is disgusting. And she's like, yeah, everyone go report this group. So like we all report it, and then just like nothing happens. Like So Facebook clearly has the ability to censor things that they don't like. Why aren't they censoring that type of stuff? So my theory, I have 3 theories here. Either that this one lady that talked to 60 Minutes on Sunday and testified to Congress on Tuesday is saying that, oh, hey, you know what? Facebook's not doing the right thing here. Maybe they're censoring the wrong stuff. They're doing whatever. I actually didn't watch it. I didn't have time to watch it. So maybe that's it. Or maybe that maybe the Facebook shut down, and for them and for the girl saying like, oh, they're doing the wrong thing. Maybe Facebook shut down to do the right thing, or maybe Facebook officially said, oh yeah, we have some maintenance here, maybe hacked, whatever, we're throwing down for maintenance. But my 3rd scenario is that Facebook is like, you know what? We want more control over what people do. We want more control of what people say, and we want to censor the speech. So we're going to plant our own, our own mole, our own whistleblower, so that she says, yeah, there's some stuff that Facebook doesn't censor, like the pedo crap that's out there, and then they can use that as an excuse to like really censor everything. Say one keyword or one thing out of line that doesn't go with what Facebook wants you to say, and then suddenly you're banned. Like people get 30-day bans for like nothing nowadays. So I do not. Mark Zuckerberg is a beast. He's, the company's worth like $1 trillion almost, but. Well, I mean, it also owns Instagram and WhatsApp and all that. And he's a metaverse, he declares Facebook as a metaverse company. He's very smart, but like such tyrannical BS. So Justin, I hope that was a long-winded answer. I hope that answered your question. Kurt says, yes, you are Mr. Locknet. Get this bread. We're making history. We are making history. I think that I feel bad for people that like don't listen. And I feel bad for, like, if you just never heard of it, okay, like, I found this by accident. I found Ecomi by accident, searching for the crypto that Earth 2 was going to use. But, yeah, some people just, they don't get that lucky. I consider myself lucky to find this one. I did. Squid Cat says, 5 seconds to hit the buy now button, then put everyone in a random queue. And, KYC might help. The know your customer, it might. I'm sure they've thought of that too. Again, they're collectors. They've gone through Comic-Con. They've gone to try to say like, again, how do you get Comic-Con tickets? Just be in the queue. Ginferno, what's going on? Forrest Hunter says, I got a scale, Randy. Get that bread. Omar Sanchez, good evening, Randy and Dashi. Oh, hello. It's good to say. Would love to see Rocket Power make a comeback. We are riders on a dude. Rocket Power was so legit. There's a couple of really good episodes. Like Tony Hawk is in an episode. They have like a sandcastle building contest episode. There's one where, all right, so here's the thing that I don't get with parents. Like, even to this day, they had this really long, like, kitchen. And what they did with the kitchen is, you know what we're going to do? We're going to stack up little things of, like, salt or little things of baking soda. Make it like a bowling thing. They cover the ground with, like, Hershey syrup. They got an industrial-sized bottle of like, chocolate syrup. And they ran and they slid into it. I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's a fun thing. I would totally do that with my kid. I'd do that now if I had the room. And what they were going to do is, they were going to do that, and then they were going to clean it up. Their dad gets home at like 6, so they'll clean up at like 4:30. Whatever the plan was. But the dad came home early, and the kids got in trouble. Because they made a mess of things. But it's like, I don't get it. Like, it just make the kids clean it up and be like, okay, well the $5 in Hershey, chocolate sauce, come out of your allowance, I guess, or something like that. But like, I don't get why parents. Anyway, Rocket Power has such really, really good shows. Has a couple of good lessons there. I really enjoy it. That's so good. Jay Donnie says, so with so many users and people with 5+ phones, New Zealand and Australia internet is that bad. What is a solution for an even playing field? Americans just say be faster, but it's near impossible. I forget who it was this morning that said, I don't know where they lived. Maybe their internet, again, not even in North America. They were at, I forget where they were living, but they said that it was probably someplace with decent internet comparable to America. So yeah, I get like 60% of the drops. It depends. Are you willing to spend more for premium internet? I think it'll definitely pay for itself in like a month. because we can get these drops, and then it's worth it. If the internet in general, for like Australia or wherever you're at, is not good, and it doesn't matter if you pay for the best internet, maybe Starlink might be something. I don't know, because again, it's not Ecomi's responsibility to try to give everyone the good internet. They can make it fairer, maybe, by saying, okay, what I think Squidcat said before. We're going to put your gems in like this holding account. You're going to put your gems, or you have to have a certain amount of gems in order to participate, and you're going to be able to be put in the queue. And if you want to participate in this drop, you click yes, and then it's a lottery, and then the lottery just gives it to whoever, whatever. So maybe that is a fairer way, but also then it is. What if somebody makes like 5 different accounts? All they need is like a different name, a different email, whatever, and suddenly they have 5 chances to do it. That's not really fair, because then everyone would be. Yeah, I don't think that's fair either, because then it's just okay. Well, you get a couple burner phones, and that's it. I don't know the best way. I assume it's something they've thought about. Maybe this is the best way, and they've gone through that scenario, saying, oh, if you do a lottery, people are just gonna make 10 accounts. And they'll get 2. They'll transfer it over to this one account and just work from there. So maybe that's why, and maybe they thought this was fairer than that. Other solutions I'd be willing to entertain and look at. Yeah. So if you have any other solutions, let me know. Gen X says, I like the new floor price for items in Veve. It is low. It is good. It is buyer's market right now. Dana says, lottery drop queue. Oh yeah, that's what I just said. Or a moving buy now button. That would be chaos. That people would hate that. Now again, that's a good way to get rid of bots, but even though I think bots are mostly taken care of, obviously there's stuff that gets through the cracks, and multiple phone users. I guess that would eliminate multiple phone users. That'd be fun. But that'd be interesting to see how you'd code that. But yeah, I think that'd be interesting. I like that idea. I know people they would get so salty, like, I can't do it, But I would like that. That would make it like a game within a game. I think that'd be fun. Oh! I forgot my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. Oh my lordy! Oh my Lanta! I forgot. Okay, Patreon member shout out. Here I am. Once again, feeling lost, but now and then I breathe it in to let it go. When you figure out how you're lost in the moment you disappear, you don't have to be afraid to put your dream in action. That was some Victorious. I love her so much. Bars Hunter says, I want Ren and Stimpy. My cat's name is Stimpy. My cousin's cat's name was Stimpy growing up. Dude, cats were awesome, man. Ren and Stimpy was so good. It was outrageous. I don't know if I let my kids watch that. Oh my god, Cow and Chicken. We have Cartoon Network. Where's the Cow and Chicken stuff? Where's the Cow and Chicken? Where's the Johnny Bravo? Come on, Ecomi, step up your game. I'm joking. You guys are doing a fantastic job trying to do everything all at once. But yeah, man. I hope they do a whole Cartoon Network month. Two Stupid Dogs, Johnny Bravo. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Or even like a weekend or a week, maybe. Because I feel like they should have a couple of lottery drops to please half the people complaining, but majority prefer buy now drops. Yeah, majorly prefer. Yeah, I like the buy now drops because I have good internet and I'm super fast. Taco also says, like, low mint sub 1,000 collectibles and not for 2,000 plus collectibles. I don't know, just my opinion. And these are all valid points. Kind of just brainstorming here. But they are valid points. Aaron Knight says, Stinky! Stinky from Hey Arnold, yeah. He wears a cape because it covers his large yet delicate ears from the cold. Yahoo soda. Just drink it. Only Queen, because please look up Stickly. Have to remember, that reminds me of the world of Richard Scarry, but who's Stickly? Like Gumby? Oh. This I know I remember that from somewhere. Here in Nickelodeon, he's a popsicle stick with a googly eyes and jelly bean nose and a small mouth. Where was this? Okay, all right. All right, he was the host of Nick in the Afternoon, programming block on network that aired summers from 94 to 98. On weekday afternoons, Stickley would often subject to U-dip. Oh yeah, we would pick the substances that he would be dipped in. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, I remember Teen Nick now too. 90s are all that. He was joined by Face, F-A-C-E, spells face. That is so interesting. Oh my god, that is deep in the recesses of my brain. I do remember. Oh my god, they gave you a P.O. box? New York, New York. Yeah. For like the longest time, I didn't know what the fudge New York was, but George 17 says, solve a simple puzzle or math problem, then buy now. I would love that because I'm great at math, but most people would be I feel like a lot of people hate math, so probably not the best idea. Someone says, if you didn't know, Randy, there was 2 different versions of Ren and Stimpy. Yes, the adult one was on Spike. The guy who made it and done all the artwork for it was always tripping on LSD. Yeah. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. There's a sandwich, there's a syrup lady, there's a superhero. That makes a lot of sense. I believe it. I watched a documentary about that, how I know. Oh, dude, I can't. Send me the link to that documentary. Cyber says, what? I missed the start. I think, yeah, there was like a full 15 minutes that I went on rambling. Sheep Studio says, hello, bro. What's up, Sheep? Sheep! Atomic Z06 says, someone has to be made an example of using bots, or else it will continue. I agree. Make an example. Hang him out to dry. Put him to the gallows. Gooseneck says, the Todd father said the Spider-Man Secret Rare will go to $1 million in the next few years. Well, I have one, so that'd be good. $1 million's a lot. That's a lot. And there's 1,000 of them. Will it be, tens of thousands of dollars by next year? Yeah, absolutely. Will it be $100,000 in the future? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's the first digital NFT of Spider-Man that's licensed. And again, so there's 1,000 of them though. So say I could see maybe 100,000 because again, unlike Pokemon where you have let's just say a first edition PSA 10, there are 100 something of these. Well, if you don't want the 10, you don't want to spend a couple $1,000s, you get the 9. PSA 9 instead of PSA 10, or you get the PSA 8 and you spend less and less money. You don't really have that option. You could maybe have the option of getting an ultra rare. It's also animated first appearance, but it's not the secret rare. It's not the same. It doesn't have that logo, that first edition mark, or that, for Pokemon, or, it doesn't have that grade. So yeah, I can say $1 million is a lot of money though. Who'd you say was saying that? Was that Crypto? Oh, the Todd father. It's a lot. It's just, I mean, that golden ticket, that 007 ticket, that will be $1 million. That'll probably be $1 million first. That'll be the first one at some point. But yeah, it's just, again, who knows what happens when OpenSea, when we get on there. So who knows? Abe McGee says, why are there no DC comic drops, Randy? I don't know. Maybe they only had a deal with digital collectibles and they didn't have a deal with the drops yet. Maybe after seeing what Marvel did, DC's like, okay, we're gonna get on this. So I would think that's why, right now. Or again, when Marvel was in negotiations, they'd be like, well, Marvel has more money. It's like, oh, you're gonna do all of ours first, I'll give you money for that, and then you're gonna do DC second. So yeah, maybe it's something like that as well. Chambalat Nomi says, Viva la raza, I lie, I cheat, I steal. Eddie. God, I love him so much. Free Kid says, bro, Invader Zim and Eddie Guerrero. I worked with a cook for some time that was really good friends with Eddie. That Puerto Rican. Oh, what? Really? Dude, that's so cool. Dude, Eddie's so chill. He's just like, I loved him, man. God, I loved him so much. I was not okay when he died. I remember I was 15 and it was not okay. I was straight up not okay when he died. That was so hard for me. That's because, again, like when you're a young brown person, there's not too many other brown people, in like the 90s, 2000s to look up to. That's why I was so heckin' pissed when they whitewashed Bane. Bane is supposed to be a like Mexican like type of brown wrestler from DC, and they made him with Tom freaking Hardy. And for what he was done, he did an okay job. But I'm still salty about that. So salty, in fact. I'm gonna, yep. You guys are gonna, you got me started. I'm gonna go August, September. Let me go to October, and find myself. And that's what I was like. I was like as soon as I was like, yo, DC, you're doing a Justice League, you're doing some DC reboots. I want to be Bane. I want to be Bane, and I want to just murder Batman. Yes, that is me. So yeah. When you have some people like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, as like, yeah, that's what you. So you idolize. Because again, there's not too many other brown people. Forrest Hunter says, yeah, I heard Johnny Walker, red, black, or blue label. He's like, I heard Johnny Walker. I was spoiled. I didn't like whiskey when I was younger. I really only liked vodka. That's what I learned to drink on. It was nice. It was sweet. I was like, yeah, I like it. And then my friend Dean one day, over my friend Dan's house, like my best friend Dan, he brought over Johnny Walker Blue, and I didn't know what it was, so I drank it like a shot. He's like, no. It's like a $200 bottle. You don't shot it. I was like, oh, you sip it. I was like, oh, and it was, and ever since that's like that and like peanut butter whiskey, the Screwball. Those are like the only ones I could really drink. But yeah, the blue. Jennifer Gardner says, Randy pumped about Daredevil. Oh, heck yeah, I'm pumped. Heck yeah, I'm pumped. What's up, Randy H? Are you ready for Daredevil tomorrow? Kara says, how do you look fresh at 10 p.m. As 10 a.m.? Haha, what's your secret? Well, at 10 a.m., I had showered yesterday, like yesterday afternoon, but I didn't shower in the morning. I just went straight up, to do whatever. And then in between the 10 a.m. and the 3 p.m., I went to the gym. And then I showered. My hair was all wet. I looked like a Garnier Fructis commercial. And now, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Now I've been in the car for like 4 hours, and I do not feel okay. I should probably take some. Actually, I'm going to take some vitamins real quick. You got to take your vitamin C for your immune system. This is not medical advice. I am not a medical advisor. And then you got to go move over. Okay. And you got to take your vitamin D. Why? Because, oh God, there's too much. There's too much. Because vitamin D is good for your telomerase. It's good for, we got Wes with a $1.99 super chat saying, you think Dragon Girl Gold will be $400 to buy? If it follows Lucky was only, I think, $99 or $90 to buy. So I would say again, they know that we're hurting for money, so I think they would be nice and put it for like maybe $100. I'm gonna say $100. Because 400 is like, that's so much. I'll pay it because they know we'll pay it. They know some of us will pay it, but it's just, I think they do know that, like, oh, hey, we're throwing a lot at them really quickly, and it would look kind of bad, even though they're not in the business of selling everything out. It would look kind of bad. Oh, this didn't sell out. Oh, this is not good. It's not a good look. So I would think they would do it at maybe like 100, because we're hurting for money. At least I am. I have 37 sets. When this box is sold, I have like $3,000 to my name, and I have to sell the rest of my income this year, outside of like the $400 I get in aging receivables each week, is these 3 cards. I have Masaki Omastar, a Blaine's Charizard, and a Blaine's Arcanine. This is so outside of like the $3,000 that I'll have left, because again, when that sells, I'm gonna put most of that into Omi and maybe a little bit in NFTs. But that's what I have left to live on the rest of the year. But again, January 3rd, boom, buying all that Omi. So I would say, or I'm hoping Dragon Girl will be like $100, give or take. If it's 150, 200, cool. Again, if it's 400, I'll still buy it. But I'm just salty. So yeah, that's what I think. Where was I? Brendan H, how's it going? Guala Guala says, I knew Veve will take the NFT tickets. Oh, hell, they can't give them to regular Veve users. Ah, they didn't take them. I don't know who they gave them to, though. So, if anyone was here this morning or this afternoon, somebody was hitting hard on Brandy NH. They were just like, you're so beautiful. And, like, can I have your number? And it's like, all of you are beautiful. You are all my children. And Dash, we are all Dashy's children. But this person was flirting hard. And then I was like, that's still a boost to me when people go and they compliment me. It's like, oh no, nah, just shut up. Brandy NH, she took it like a champ. She's like, ah ha ha, she was laughing. So shout out to Brandy NH for that. Oh hey, So Pacific, what's going on? How you doing? Omar Kasaje says, same here. Javier Morales says, never enough, homie. It's never enough. Omar Kasaje says, my family is like that too. LOL. Burrito Kruger says, I got the Ultra Rare Spider-Man today and sold it to get a Todd and complete a set. Saw price go higher, but I don't think I should regret it because, Todd is the first Veve NFT. So that's good. I probably would have done the same if I didn't have that set already. And Wes at 499 Super Chat says, I bought 3 sets of 007 posters because they are cheap sets. When Master Collector Program is announced, people will buy up the cheap sets. What I told my friend Predict this morning, who is like the queen of Earth 2. And she, for a while, she had more Omi than me. She had like 20 million Omi. I don't know what she has now. She's like, hey, Chavez, I need your opinion on something. I have the option to buy Donnie for $60,000. And she says, I don't want to do that, and it might go down. She's only interested in things that are going to at least double. And I said, okay, well, here's your time frame. Donnie will probably double. Is it going to be in 3 months, or is it going to be in like 2 years? I don't know when it's actually going to double, but it will. And then I told her, like, listen, if I had, let's say, an extra X amount of money, if I could afford that Donnie right now and have money left over for the Veveverse, I would. She also doesn't have the Moogly either, the gold statue, the Ghostbuster statue. I would say, listen, that would cost you right there about $90,000. For those two, and Donnie right now at 60,000. The floor, and that's person to person. The floor on that is 95,000. So where's the cheaper option? And I get it, you want to double your money, but even if I were to take a loss on Donnie, and let's say again, here's my thing: pay 60,000 for it. Why do I want him? I only want him really for my museum, but why would I want him now, like financially speaking? There are a dozen or two other collectibles that are going to moon harder than Donnie. Again, Donnie's already at this high level. It's not going to like moon again. Like there's so many others going to be a better investment. But why I would get him is because that'll complete the set, and the more sets you have, the more the easier it is to get land in the Veveverse. So I would get him just so I can be in a better position to get more land. And not only that, I would have no issue selling him after I get that land. It's all off. For me, I'm going to sell whatever I want, whatever I need, because you know what? Again, except for season 1. Season 1 I'm keeping forever because it's whatever. So that's what I would do, and that was not my fart. I just did like that. Even if I were to take a $10,000 hit on that, only be able to sell them for 50. It's okay because the money that I put into the Veveverse, let's say a couple $100,000. Again, if you're buying Donnie for $60,000, you're probably liquid a couple $100,000. It's just going to tenfold. So I don't mind losing that $10,000 on Donnie if I'm going to make $1 million on the Veveverse. So that's kind of what you have to play at it. Again, that's how I'm looking at it, and I just wanted to relay that to you guys because it was a unique problem and it was something that doesn't come up very often, and I don't know if any other people are talking about that. So again, that's just what I would do. Did that to her. Guala Guala says, market is weird, dude. The ultra rare Spider-Man should be more expensive than the secret rare Spider-Man because that's half the editions and first appearance. It is a steal at this floor. I agree it is, but I don't have the gems. Maybe if I were to go, let me go to my profile and let me take a look at what the floor of him is. Him is Oh my God, $8,700 floor. I do not want to sell for that. And then that's what it is right now. It's not even being bought. So I would have to list for like 8,400, get like 7,900 out of it. It's stupid low right now. It's stupid low. Him, I believe, has a lot more room to grow. Again, I have 3. It's not like I have 1. Like, oh, no, I have 3. Again, to do that, the Spider-Man Ultra Rare, God, it's $3,300. I think this might go, and that 3,300 is actually 3,400. It's 3,399, so 3,400. You know, at that point, I might just pay the extra 150 to get a cheaper or a lower mint number. Yeah, the lowest one is like 302 for a decent price. Oh, 151 for 4K. Yeah, listen, if I go and sell my him to do that, I don't see it. I just don't see that working. I mean, I could, and I would have a bunch of gems left over, but again, I don't have any money left. The money that I have left, I have to live on, because I'm about to buy more Omi with the sale of that Neo Gen box. I'll take the bullet, probably spend 10K on that next year. That Ultra. Honestly, I don't even need to. Maybe I do. Again, for the Veve verse. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know exactly what I'm going to do. Claudia Miranda says, "Hello, Randy. I have the Rise of Ultraman mint in 400s. What do you think it'll go for in the future?" Which one? You said the Rise of Ultraman, but which Rise of Ultraman? Is it the rare? Or let me go and look at it for a second. All right, so the Rise of Ultra. Oh, the secret rare. Okay, so the secret rare is in the mid 400s as far as mint. Well, it's undervalued right now. Yeah, the secret rare. Okay, so it's undervalued right now. Let me go and I try to put edition low to high. Actually, at number 72 for $2,900. Yeah, 72 for $2,900. Oh, get number 91 for $2,800. So the reason why I just want to do this, yeah, it's the secret rare. It's this one, Sniper, and okay, so 2,900 is actually really cheap compared to some of the rest of these. Okay, 2,400. So the cheapest one that I've seen right now is 2,400 for number 280. And the other next cheapest one under 100 was like 2,900. So that's actually not bad for that 2,900 for that first sub 100 one. But you said 400. 2,500 for 439. And the floor is about, and that's still pretty far away because the floor is about 20, or I'm sorry, the floor is about 780, maybe 800. So I think the floor in general, if this is, let's say 3x of what the floor is. Yeah, let's say it's about 3x of what the floor is. And the floor, let's say, rises to 1,000. I mean, it's worth like 3x in the future, but it depends where in the future. Maybe yours, I would say maybe $3,000. You know, by next year, because again, it's not super low, but it's low. It's, you know, top 500. I mean, it's not even in the top 10%. Top 10% would be like 330 something. But just based on what I'm seeing now, with the floor being at 780, although the floor will be bought. You know, getting number 4 something at number 4. Oh, actually no, there's 456 at 1,900, so maybe double. I would say that, you know, when the floor reaches 1,000, then maybe yours might be worth 2,000. Because right now we have secret rare number 456, and it's for about 1,900, so it's a little more than double. So maybe 2,200 yours will be worth in the future. Again, that's when the floor gets this. So whatever the floor is, multiply it by like 2.2, and that would probably be about your number that you'd be able to get for it. Just some quick back of the napkin math there. I hope that helped, Claudia. What we got over here? Mark Helms says Facebook is trash, censoring everything. Yeah. Bill Scott says pumping loads. Brandy N.A. says, hey, babe, Milham. Free Kip says, I need my cards from PSA to come back. I sent them last November. Oh, my God. Need more cards. Yeah, so Pokemon is a rough business. You could literally buy some cards, send them out to PSA. You package them up. You can meet a nice girl, get married. You could just have a baby, like from gestation to it's alive, before those cards come back. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. PSA is just so busy. Bill Scott, can I get the name of that page for research? Oh my oh my God, JK. I blocked it out. So Pacific's just laughing. He's just like, oh, there's this monocle on. Rebel Duck, appreciate you, Randy Knight. Oh, appreciate you too, brother. I love you, Rebel Duck. So for those of you that don't know, I know he's gone now, but Rebel Duck and Butt Thompson do some amazing videos on just data spreadsheets and data now. And the data is all right there. It's just a matter of sifting through it to see what's undervalued and overvalued and all that. Now, this leaves, how much is this Gold Dragon? We're not 100% sure yet. It is, what's it, Thursday right now? We should get the article tomorrow, and the article should tell us roundabout, give us the details. Oh, well, hello, Bubba Hernandez, you new Patreon member. I'm gonna put you on. Okay. You got it here right now. Got an email saying Bubba Hernandez is a new $1 Patreon member, so I'm gonna. Nope, I don't want you to see my crotch. I'm gonna have to make a new. I spelled Hernandez. I'm pretty sure I know how. Yep, Hernandez. And what's today's date? It is 7 October 2021. Oh, actually, Sapoki is 6 October 2021. I will get a new sheet at some point, I promise, guys. Maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend. So finally, next Thursday, getting the nails done. It's been, like you can tell, it's been so long. Just says, be careful what you say about Facebook on here. You might get shadow banned. Well, good thing Google owns YouTube and not Facebook. Thank the Lordy. Squid says, KYC eliminates multiple accounts. That's true, it does. I think that'll happen eventually. Alco says, Guala, it ain't Peter Parker. That's true, it's not Peter Parker. I think that when they announce Miles Morales, again, all the minorities are going to just FOMO into Miles. Why? Because that's just another brown black person that we just don't normally ever see. We just don't see that. We don't see that a lot. So I'm not like one of these people like, oh, this person should be black, this person should be brown, and like everything is white. Okay. Some things, maybe some people just gotta act. You gotta act sometimes. Like it's just, I'm not like Mr. Like, I'm okay if they give certain. If Captain America is mostly always white, except for Sam Wilson. I was okay with Nick Fury being black because Samuel L. Wilson. Samuel L. Jackson, I mean. He's awesome, so he can play anything. So I'm not saying to, like, make Captain America, like, a brown person. I'm not saying to go and say, like, make every single character that was white brown. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the people that are actually brown, should probably keep them brown. Like, you should probably keep those. Again, just my opinion, and that's it. I don't want to sound like one of those like super hardcore like leftists. Like, no, everyone should be. You got to have it's a deaf midget. It should be played by a deaf midget. Like, okay, I think sometimes you just have to act. Sometimes if it's if they're a little like maybe they're Italian. They're playing. If they kind of look maybe a little Spanish. I don't know. But Rob Sal says, do the drop, get the NFT, but before the green truck, in order for it to be complete, finish the CAPTCHA, otherwise you don't get it. Well, I mean, it might be annoying to have everybody have a CAPTCHA, but get the NFT, in order for it to be complete, finish the CAPTCHA. I mean, they do put CAPTCHAs on some people if their account is suspicious, if it's sus, but Everyone, I think that might cause chaos if everybody had a captcha. Slava says, I'm in Australia, 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. drops today and nothing. 7 ms ping, but probably not good enough. Life is not fair in general, and it's okay. We do what we can, and we move forward. That was a really good speech. I enjoyed that speech. All right, I'm going to go and... Okay, sorry. Okay, moving on. Bought Spider for 2.3, Flip for 3.4, baby. Nice, good for you. $90,000, nice. I want your love and I want your revenge. I want your love. I don't wanna be friends. Je donne amour, je donne amour, je donne amour. I don't wanna be friends. I don't wanna be friends, caught in a bad romance. I don't wanna be. I can never nail that French part. I don't know the last ending of that French part. Alice Ansani says, Randy, are you looking to move to Florida? I thought I heard that somewhere. I am. West Palm Beach, give or take. Orlando? I don't know. Pro the Omi says, thoughts on the mint number 007 when it comes to the posters. Rare and ultra rare. Would appreciate your insight before I set out to try and trade up those mints. Not financial advice, just what would Randy do? If the mint was at 07, like 107 or 207, they're definitely worth a premium. I don't know what they would be for. I'm not one to go and chase waterfalls, to go and be like, oh, I want this. I haven't been one of those mint number chaserers. There is going to be a small minority that's going to be very niche, but they will pay extra for that 007. I don't know who they are, who they'll be, but there will be people like that. I mean, heck, it's gonna be like, oh, 1964 is my birthday. It's my birth year. You know, whatever. I'm not that old. I'm born in '90. But yeah, if you wanted to go and sell that for a premium and then buy up the floor and then net the difference, yeah, I've done that as well. Like if again, I don't really care about mint number. I just want the NFT. I just want the product. So if I get something really good, yeah, I'll hold on to it for a little bit, see what they settle at. I'll sell for the premium, and then I'll buy the floor, and then net the difference. Because again, I don't really care about mint number. Am I excited if I get a number like 45 or 82? It hasn't happened yet, but yeah, absolutely. Those are great. Probably always says thoughts on. Oh yeah, Fishazo says, what is the sudden bot FUD about? Seems like a lot of early adopters can't seem to accept they will not get drops as frequently. People will start going for what they want. Just my 2 cents. I think eventually people are going to stop, with these drops like they are right now. But there are a couple of bots that they get through, and they say like less than 1% of the people that get these drops are bot users. So, having said that, if less than 1% are bot users, then they're doing a pretty good job. And the bot issue has gone way down. Will it ever be perfect? No, there'll be some glitches here and there, especially as they grow and expand. But yeah, I think people will definitely start to go out about bots. There are some people. I mean, there are just some people who just don't have that good internet. They don't have good luck. They don't have maybe good reaction skills. It says buy now. Okay, it's ending. Like if you do, it's like okay, the buy now button in 3, 2, 1, it's gone, and they go like that. No, you got to like really quickly. And I feel like some people just the reaction time might just not be there. Omar Kasadi said, did you get your free NFT from DC today, Randy? From DC? From Earthium? They sent me the link. My OpenSea, I don't even think I have. So, so I haven't figured out how to get it yet. Colin says, Randy, I think I found something massive. What do you think about real estate NFTs? If you don't know anything, please take a look. I'm very familiar with that from Earth 2. And it's great. It lets me go and explore the opportunity of saying like, hey, here's my land, let me rent it out because so yeah, I'm very familiar with it. I think that's something they'll do in the Veveverse. That's why I'm so gung ho on this land, because again, it's virtual land. People are going to want it. It's going to be a really cool place. God, this is gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. But if you're talking about real life NFTs, like oh hey. Here's the deed to your house. It's an NFT, or that type of thing. Yeah. I haven't looked into it. I guarantee you it goes that way though. Even Mr. Pags, aka Henry Pagliuca, the guy, like one of the guys that's most, asked for another interview on the podcast. What he did was he said, like, yeah, real estate, like brokers, they're going to go to the wayside. You won't need them because people just do it for them by themselves. I don't know why they haven't anyway. I don't know why people use brokers. That's idiotic. Like, that is moronic. Just go and say, like, oh, hey, come here, and negotiate the price, have it out. Like, I would never use a broker. I would never. This is my opinion. Imagine Secret Rare Spider-Man. What they were talking about before, the Secret Rare Spider-Man, what was it? The Peter Parker one, the first Marvel drop that they did. That was the one they were talking about. That I guess the Todd father said would be $1 million at some point. And maybe it will be. I don't really see that anytime soon, but who knows? Crazy stuff happens. Ross Shell says, get the bots to purchase the Omi token. I probably should. Uncle Juice says, rip Eddie Guerrero. Absolute legend. Oh my God. I still love him. And Wes, that $1.99 super chat. Think Dragon Girl will be 400 to buy? No, I think she'll be around 100, give or take. Oh, wow. I got another Patreon member, Mr. Mike Wojo. I'm gonna put that. Wow, I'm doing really well with Patreon tonight. Mr. Mike Wojo. All right, so I'm gonna put this on here. You guys are doing heckin' awesome today. It is still 7 October 2021, and again, I'll get new paper, maybe this weekend or maybe the next week when I go and paint the nails. Or honestly, if you guys keep going on the Patreon, then I might have to get a third sheet of paper. But okay. Oh, my pen. I'll let you all know. Omar Kasaja says if it's Ultimate Animated. Oh, if what's Ultimate Animated, the Dragon Girl. We haven't had anything recently that gives us any information on it. We know what it looks like because it's all gold. But Veve hasn't. Again, these guys are so amazing, crazy. The only thing that we know about it's going to be on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's about it. That is about it. I'm so thankful we only have one drop tomorrow, though. My voice is killing me. Goes next says, Randy, should Veve burn all these 40 low mint NFTs I have in the future as a thank you to the collectors? Not a lot of that is in their possession. They might have a couple of it, for giveaways and whatnot. But a lot of it does go to the licensors. And maybe like some staff. But again, I think a lot of these are... they don't have a lot of them. So they wouldn't have the ability to burn all of them. Maybe if they want to burn a couple, like again, right now the common Captain America, the digital statue, they burned 2,500 yesterday. It's a lot. And Claudia Miranda with that $4.99 super chat saying, "Hello, Randy. The rise of Ultraman Secret Rare in the 400s. I think, and then just for those that missed it, whatever the floor is, multiply it by 2.2, and that should be about what yours would be, give or take." So I was Ultraman Ace. It was the Secret Rare. I was just price are crashed. Don't sell yet. I'm holding my X-Men Secret 4 now. Yeah, the prices are very, very low. And I wish I had more. I wish I had more money. Fortunately, I do not. But at some point, I'll go and get some. Even like the Dragon Girl, that was up to I think $5,000 at one point. That Dragon Girl is, I think it's like 4K right now. If I go and check anyway. Yeah, the ultra rare is $3,600. So if I sold my my him, let's say I get like 7K, and I get the Spider-Man Secret Rare, I get I'm sorry, not the Spider-Man Secret Rare, I get the Spider-Man Ultra Rare, and I get Tokyo Dragon Girl, that's $6,000, maybe I have $1,000 left. I feel it's not worth it right now, not worth it, in my opinion. And then I guess I could get the rare as well, complete 2 more sets. I don't know. Who's next? This really Spider-Man isn't this. Ben Reilly Spider-Man is not a first appearance. If it's The Captain America Secret Rare should also be a first appearance. Well, the reason why the Captain America statue, that Secret Rare, was not a first appearance is because it's still Steve Rogers, and Steve Rogers was already introduced. This is not Steve Rogers. This is Ben Riley. I'm sorry, this is not a Peter Parker. This is a Ben Riley. When they have a Miles Morales Spider-Man, that will be a first appearance as well. When they have Spider-Girl, that will be a one as well. So yeah, they'll have different... If they have like a Spider-Pig, they're going to do Into the Spider-Verse 2. So if they have Spider-Pig, they'll have that. It'll be different. They might have that even with Deadpool. They might even have that with Deadpools. There's Wade Wilson Deadpool. That'll be the first appearance. There's a Wanda Wilson Deadpool, which will be a first appearance. There's a head pool. There's a dog pool. I don't know if there's a zombie pool. But yeah. So there'll be a bunch of first appearances for those too. Wubba says a bunch of people can't access Marketplace, including myself. Another reason market is so low. That's also true. VV Darklink is likewise inflicted. Tyler says the apps are really bad. They should shut and fix it. I mean, they are trying to. They can't shut down the app in the middle of Comic-Con. I know they have a few hours. Again, who knows how long that's going to take. Whatever they're doing right now, yeah, they can't do it right now during Comic-Con. Well, is Daredevil comic the only drop tomorrow? I hope so. Oh my god, I hope so. Even so Pacific. Yeah, so right now they haven't announced anything else. And normally they do drop, they do announce stuff 2 days in advance. Maybe Ido's coming out tomorrow and it's a secret and we don't know. Because again, if you go with Ido... Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Alright. If you go with Ido and you look at them, like the buy now button's there, and it like goes to attempt a reservation, and obviously it's unable to get one because, you know, something went wrong, you know, because it's not available. But again, 31 December 1969. Really funny. Imagine, how much do you think the McFarlane Batman in 5 years? I don't know. $5,000 maybe. I don't know. $4,000. It's so hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. Oh my god, I have this. Oh god. Sorry. It's. I mean, I'd say it doubles by next year, and that could be 3 months from now. It could be 6 months from now. So yeah, I think it. Because what is it even right now? Let's take a look. See. Batman Black and White. Todd McFarlane. I think it's pretty low right now. Yeah, 1,400. This was at like 1,900 at one point. So I would say it's the first one ever. Honestly, next year it could be $3,000. So 2025. You know, if it grows by 50% a year. So let's say next year it's at $3,000. 4,500 by 24. I guess it could be like $6,000 or $7,000. Honestly, it could reach the $5,000. It could be $10,000. 2025. Doubling, but so next year, 2022, would be 3, and then it'd be 4,500 by 2024. That's again. That's only if it grows by 50%. I guess for 50 likes, that means the world. But again, this is the first one. It's about to have mass adoption. Batman's like growing by 50. It's weird. Doubling by next year, 3,000, and then only growing 50% is just so low for the, especially for this. I screw the math. 50% is so low, so it's not going to double every year. Let's say it triples by the end of next year. So let's say it's 4,200 by the end of next year, and that's 2022. And then it grows by 50%. That would be, so 6, and then no, it's still, honestly, I think $10,000, you know, at 2025, and that's probably fair, but we'll see. Justin says, look out for phosphate mining. It's destroying Florida. I will remember that. C. Myth says, the 007 ticket drop is suspect. Why is it suspect? Al Sansani says, Randy, check your Facebook messages when you get a chance. You might have to look under message requests. Let's see what is. Oh. Oh, all right. This is a going way back. Oh, hey yo. Oh, wow. So somebody, wow. Oh my God. So yeah, we're gonna talk. We are gonna talk. We are gonna talk, Mr. Al Sansani. Thank you for making me look at that. Yeah, message request. I get so many of them. A lot of them just get buried in there. Wes says I agree. Nothing on the market for 007 ticket drop, and no one claimed them. I'm pretty sure they have them. People are just kind of laying low. You would have all known if I got one because I did it live. But you know, if I were a different person, if I weren't a personality, I don't know. Like I know there's a couple of my friends that be like, no, I wouldn't tell anyone. Like there's some people that don't tell anyone anything because they're just like scared of the world. Is it possible that all 7 are, you know, those type of meek, diffident people that are scared of the world? And I don't want to say maybe meek or diffident. Maybe they're just careful. But I don't know. Maybe people don't. A lot of people don't like the limelight, but all 7 of them, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they don't know that they won it yet. Because you'd think that one of them would have been on Twitter or Discord, and one of them would have messaged me. Squidcast says the bot issue and the latency issue are separate issues with different solutions. Yes, agreed. Sniper saying peace. Clem A says, when is the gold dragon drop? It's Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wes says, at Squidcat, there are no bot or latency issues. Not everyone can get a drop. Is it that hard to understand? I agree with the fact that, again, if everybody was using bots, nobody would get anything. So I think the bots, I think there are bots being used, but they're such a small amount. And that being said, the small amount that is, Alison Sonny, you look like Punisher. Which is a compliment. You look like the dude who played Punisher in the Marvel series on Netflix. Omar Casado says, I sent it to your Twitter. What'd you send on Twitter? Let's see what's going on here. NFT DC Universe? I did not see anything with that. I did not get anything with that. Oh, these. Yeah, so these are some stuff that DC made on, I think, Palm. Yeah, it was Palm NFT Studio. And if Ecomi didn't exist, I would look at this and I'd be like, oh, cool. They put Wonder Woman, Superman, and Green Lantern on floppy disks. Oh, they put something new and popular with something old. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. They have Harley Quinn, they have Batman, but they're like, they just don't look like, again, compared to Ecomi, they're not. Now again, when you have something like this, where it's like, oh, that's actually pretty cool artwork. And again, if Ecomi didn't exist, I'd be like, oh, this is an NFT. It's DC. It's cool. It looks pretty heckin' awesome. And you got a lot of the Justice League in here, but because it is part of, Palm, which is fine. And I wish success for Palm. I wish success for Dapper, which has NFL. I wish success for Terra Virtua and Quid. I really do, because if they are very, very good at what they do, that will bring a bunch of more people on board. It's just good for the hobby. And what'll happen if they're, looking at other DC stuff, like they're going to go to Veve. It's only natural. But again, Dapper, Palm, Terra Virtua, and Quid could all do a Fusion Ha, join as one, and they still wouldn't hold a candle to Veve and Ecomi. They just wouldn't. But with that being said, I do want them all to succeed, and I think they will. I think they have each of them have a small chance of taking a little bit of market share, which is fine. You want that. You want that. Squid Cat says, you are absolutely incorrect. I've already stacked since March, so not my main issue. It's new users who are getting discouraged. Yeah, New Year's. I mean, again, if I forget who mentioned this the other day, or maybe it was today. I had so many questions. If I were to get in today, like if I just found out what Ecomi was and started doing my research, my thesis would still be the same. I mean, it would change from that time because I'd be all in still like on Tesla and Bitcoin and Pokemon cards. I'd be like, oh my goodness. I would get right to work. I would not sleep until I sold everything. And I would put everything into Omi right now. The NFTs, a lot of them are already mooned. I mean, I wouldn't know that just coming in. I would come in and say, oh, this is what it's listed for, this is what it is now. But again, for new people coming in, they don't know what the prices were. They just see what the floor is right now. Oh, it's this much for this. So the sticker shock isn't that much to them. But for me, my thesis wouldn't change. I would still go in and put in as much as I could into Omi. That's what I'm still doing. Selling the last of what I have. Wes says that's life. Squid says Wes. Either way, perception is reality. Imagine, I think the most underestimated comic is Ultra Rare Fantastic Four number 13. The story behind it being exclusive cover will be huge one day. Only 1,050. I think so too. I think so as well. How much? All right, only 10 minutes behind. Kurt says Peter Porker will also be a first appearance. Spider Pig. So you guys, a fraction of a second with server locality makes a big difference with 300,000 people hitting a button. Probably does. Probably does. E1 Guap says bots. E1 Guap says I missed the bots discussion. I've discussed it a couple times. I don't think I could do it again. Omar Kasaja says, you saw the clip of Dragon Ball Super movie? No, man. What's the Dragon Ball Super movie? Is it the Dragon Ball Z Super movie? Is it good? What I for a second when I saw Dragon Ball and movie, I was thinking of that piece of trash from like the mid 2000s, whatever. But let me look. Dragon Ball Super movie. Oh, all right. No, I did not see it, but interesting. Interesting. All right, moving on. So yeah, it says we're close to 1 million accounts on Veve. The math will dictate more mints, more drops. Something has to adjust. I mean, I think they will eventually. If we keep scaling like this, they have to raise it at least a little bit. But yeah, again, it is a digital collectibles thing. It's no year did I ever get Comic-Con tickets on the drop. I've never gotten them on the drop. I've always had to buy from scalpers and you know, whoever. So I'm coming into this being a big loser on getting stuff at the drop. This is new for me that I am actually, again, and there's a lot, I represent a lot of people, thousands of people that also did not get any Comic-Con tickets. And this is New York Comic-Con putting everything on. So what I did was I went and I bit the bullet. Oh, well, I still want to go, so I'm going to pay these prices to get these tickets. Do what you got to do. And yeah, New York Comic-Con tried everything, you know, with the bots and everything, and just, dude, nothing worked. I don't know. Again, if you have a really good idea and you think that, hey, you have a really good idea and you think you can prove it, contact Ecomi and just say like, hey, here's what's wrong. Here's what I can do to fix it. When do I start? And then do that, because I think that if it's a good idea, they should take you on. And you know, if you're good at what you do, you know, you can get a job. I assume that you probably have a job already, but you know, and if they say for whatever reason that they can't or won't because of whatever reason, then you know that's it. What was I saying? I don't even know where I was going with that. Squidcat says, good night, Dashy. Squidcat out. Peace, Squidcat. Henry Pagliuca, what's going on, Pag? Says, tune in 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, live on The Real Randy Show, live from New York Comic Con. Yes, everybody, 12:30. Hang on one second. I did forget to mention that. So at 12:30, I do have a podcast with Foster Hilt and Henry Pagliuca. So you guys have requested them. They are two my both highly requested people to get back on the show. So they will be coming on Saturday, live from Comic-Con. I can't wait. Omar Kasaja says next year it will be released. Yes, I saw it, 2022. Team Building Game says, did you get the Bond poster today? I did. I got the ultra rare. E1 Guat says Dragon Girl Gold is a must for an OG collector. I can't wait. Henry Pagliuca says, me, you, and Foster. I'm bringing my laptop. There you go, Pags. There you go. Can't wait. Guat says, you going to DesignerCon? I am not. Team Building Games says there are still tickets for Comic-Con. I know, but there's a couple reasons why I'm not going. Partly because I have to cover everything, but there's a couple reasons. Ray Ganesh says, what's up, fool? Yo, what up, Ray? How's it going, fam? How's it going? Matt G says, I'm sure Marketplace will be full of affordable collectibles with high mint numbers so everyone can play and collect. We are split with these less than 20, we're spoiled with these less than 20,000 ones we have now. I agree. That's why there'll be so much money. That's why they already are. You know, a lot of money. Yeah, so I think that, again, at the end of the day, they are a collectibles company, so it has to be collectible, and they're not, you know, a giant Disney store where they can just completely, you know, restock. They're not Pokemon. Oh, we can reprint. They are collectibles, so that means they're scarce in general, and you want that. Moonboy says Gemfather. Team Billy says, will VV be on Comic-Con? Not really. Not this time. Not that they've announced. So maybe next year. Probably next year. Yeah, they'll be at DesignerCon. Guys, this is my... Well, I'll do one more Patreon member shout-out. And then I'll bounce. Sorry, girl, but you missed out. Well, tough luck, that boy's mine now. We are more than just good friends. This is how the story ends. Too bad that you couldn't see the man that boy could be. There is more than meets the eye. I see the soul there is inside. Brandy N.A. says, have a good night, Randy. Because good night, Randy. Good night. So tomorrow, everyone say bye to Dashy. Everyone, check out Star Helix and Veve Vault on YouTube, and at Not Star Helix and at Hey David Don on the Twitter. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. All right, goodbye. Meow, 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 meow. I'm so tired. Meow. Thank you guys for the super chats. I love you all. Meow.